Hello everyone, welcome back, Severtus here, coming back with a new video. And before anything guys, do you like the new intro? Because my cousin made me an intro and it's very sick like hell. I'm very thankful to him, but I normally doesn't do that, but guys, let's give him some, let's give him some like and tell him down in the comment how we like his, intro that he made. And let's get into 100 because we literally need a couple, like 3 other subscribers to get into 100. Let's do that, not for me but for my cousin, for his hard work. Alright guys? Well, we continue. Now we come back into what if Deku had Cremation, part 7. As where we last left off, Izuku has gone into the agency of Endeavor to see what's wrong between Endeavor and Dabi. And after collecting the information there and take it on a USB, Endeavor come through the window and after that got hold of Izuku and throw him out of the building. As Izuku and Endeavor start, fighting in the sky. After a couple of minutes fighting, Izuku getting angry as he blew up with Cremation. And after that, Endeavor just seeing Izuku on purple flames, which scare Endeavor a little bit. And Izuku starts speaking with a weird voice, a very low voice and a very scary tone, telling Endeavor and All Might, after All Might came in, that he will gonna turn this planet into another sun and things like that. As he even killed lots of people by this one fight, by, melting some buildings behind Endeavor and All Might and destroying the places. As after that, before he continue, he just fall unconscious and smile. One of the team members of Finn team has got hold of Izuku and run away. As we continue, Izuku right now in his room and he waking up saying, my head, what's happened? As Finn said, oh, Izuku, what's that? As Izuku said, Finn, what's wrong? Is there something wrong with me? As, everyone is around Izuku. King Shark said, friend, different. As Izuku said, what's the different about me, Atawe? As Smile said, now, to be honest with you, purple color suited you more well than blue. As Izuku said, what are you talking about? As Red X said, let me show you. As Red X given a mirror to Izuku, showing Izuku that his left eye is purple but his right is still blue. As Izuku said, what why my left eye is purple? As Finn said, do you really doesn't remember anything? As Izuku said, what's happened? The last thing that I remember that Endeavor, throw me out of the building and I start fighting, and after that, nothing else. As, Smile said, ooh, scary. Well, should we tell him? As Finn said, Izuku, should we tell you? As Izuku said, tell me what? As Red X said, everyone is dumb. Let me tell you, you have killed a lot of people. As Izuku said, what? As Red X said, let me show you. And after that, he, take Izuku out of, of his room and turn on the news. As they see on the news, last night, there's a weird, a weird villain, a new villain in the town, that he was one of the students in UA named Izuku Midoriya, has killed 155 person inside a couple of buildings, fighting against Endeavor and All Might. We doesn't know why this kid have decided to suddenly turn on the heroes when he was trying to become a hero. If anyone saw him, call the heroes immediately. As Izuku said, what? You can't be serious. That can't be true. As Red X said, yeah, I mean, if you will not gonna believe it, then you can. Then how about you just go back to sleep? Because this is the truth. You have killed 155 person, and literally throw Endeavor on the ground. As Smile said, well, you are so strong and that weird purple flames that come out of your body. As Izuku, just watching, someone was recording this on their phones as he, seeing himself with a purple horns and, a fire purple horns and a purple wings of flames and things like that. As Izuku said, what's happened to me? As, you know, Fen said, are you seriously doesn't know anything about this? As Izuku said, no, I doesn't know anything. Am I really killed all those people? As Izuku, starts crying, saying, did I really did this? What a stupid idiot I am! Stupid idiot, why did I did this? What's happening with me? As Fen said, hey, calm down, Izuku. We don't... Calm down, as Izuku said, calm down! You want me to calm down? The reason why I am here, Fen, is because me and you were trying to capture Dabi, because he was burning people on the street, and the police were thinking that I am the one that did it. Now, look at this! I killed a lot of people, Fen. What is the... Why are we even trying anymore to capture him? I doesn't know, what's happened? As Fen said, alright, Izuku, calm down. You need just to calm down a little bit. As Hatoe said, friend, don't cry. Hatoe hug. As Hatoe hugs Izuku, and Izuku, while he's crying, he's, chuckles a little bit, saying, thank you, Hatoe. This is actually quite nice. As Izuku, hugging Hatoe back. And after that, Smile said, so, what are we gonna do now? As Izuku said, well, I really doesn't know. I really doesn't know anymore. As Izuku remembers something as he said, wait, the USB! Where's the USB? As Red X said, I got it, don't worry, I got the USB. As Izuku said, this USB. As Fen said, what's about this USB? As Izuku said, this USB have the information about Endeavor, showing that he is not the real person that we know. As Fen said, and what do you mean by that? As Red X, put the USB inside his glove and show them a hologram about what's on, on the USB, showing them videos about Endeavor, how he was treating his family, and how he was sending money into the hospital to let his wife stay there as long as possible, and how he saved only Shoto, his son Shoto, and leave I forgot the name. I forgot the name of the real name of Dabi. Toya, yes, Toya Todoroki in the house while he was burning. As Smile said, sheesh. And he is the number 2 hero. As Izuku said, yeah, we need to show this to everyone. As, Red X said, so, Dabi is Toya Todoroki, huh? As Finn said, wait, that flame face guy is the son of the number 2 hero Endeavor? As, Smile also surprised as Red X said, duh, isn't it obvious? He has the same quirk as Midoriya. He's hating Endeavor, and Endeavor's son Toya Todoroki has died, so I'm sure that he is son. As Izuku said, we need to show this into the world. The world need to know the truth about Endeavor and the truth about Dabi. As Red X said, so are we gonna leave Dabi? As Izuku said, of course no. We need him. We need to get him to help us. Maybe people are gonna think these information are fake, so we need the information from the person itself. We need Dabi to give a speech on the on the television about what happened between him and Endeavor. That way Endeavor will gonna fall. As Fen said, cool. I'm will gonna join in this fight, of course. As Smile said, if I will be able to hit some people with my bat, I will be joining, of course. Yeah, Atawa said, I'm helping friend. As Red X said, fine. Alright, where should we find Dabi right now? I wonder. As Izuku said, yeah, Dabi, where should we find him now? And after that, Izuku, looking at his hand, he tried to, engulf his right hand with the Cremation as it worked, but when he tried it with his left, purple flames coming out instead of blue as he starts screaming in pain saying, ah, my arm, as everyone, turning back on Izuku saying, hey, calm down, as Izuku said, I can't stop it, as the flames start going crazy, creating like tentacles and things like that, throwing flames everywhere, purple flames, it's the one that eating Izuku, not Izuku that the one that controlling it right now, as the flames, make like a one horn on Izuku left head, left side, and a one wing, as the flames just going crazy, trying to burn everyone, as yeah, Atoe trying to protect Fen while Smile is just taking all these hits, and Red X is just dodging left and right, while Izuku, holding his left arm saying, stop it, I am in control, as, the flames making like a chains around Izuku neck, putting him, into the ground, as Izuku trying to break the chains, but the chains are just burning his neck and his hand, as Red X said, calm down, Midoriya, as Midoriya said, I can't stop it, as after that, Fen, hey, everyone catch, as he throw, potions of fire resistance everywhere, as, Red X and Smile put these potions on their bodies so they can have, a resistant to flames. As Red X getting this chance, he immediately got close to Izuku, going through the wall of flames, the wall of purple flames that his Izuku left hand had make. And after that, he put quirk canceling device on Izuku arms. And after that, the flames stopped as Izuku breathing heavily saying, what's happened? What's happening with me? As Red X said, looks like the flames are controlling you. As Izuku said, what? What do you mean, my flames controlling me? As Red X said, I don't know. I'm gonna have to do some experiment. Can I take some of your blood? As Izuku said, sure thing, just if you could help me know what's happening with me. And after that, Fen said, I think we should leave this searching for Dabi for tomorrow. You really need to take a rest. As, Smile said, yeah man, you really need to take a rest, seriously. And after that, Izuku, just going to his room after Atoe carrying him there, while Red X is just experimenting on Izuku blood, seeing what's happening with him. As in the next day, we continue, but not with Izuku, with the League of Villains, as right now, Shigaraki and Kurogiri sitting down, as Shigaraki said, so, when the new recruits will gonna come, Kurogiri? As Kurogiri said, soon enough. Shigaraki, soon enough. And after that, a girl with a blonde hair and a guy with a black hair come through the door, as the girl said, hey, are you Shigi? As Shigaraki looking behind, he see the man that got them, as he said, hey Shigaraki, I got you the new recruits. That guy, the one with the, the glasses and the cigar that he always put in his mouth. I really doesn't know his name and I don't care. Maybe I'll gonna remember it later, but let's continue. As, Shigaraki said, so, are you the new recruits? As the, Toga said, yeah, we are the new recruits. Nice to meet you, Shigaraki. As Dabi said, hey, nice to meet you, I guess. As Shigaraki said, so, what are your quirks? As Toga explained her quirk, Dabi said, well, my quirk is Cremation, as he, engulfed his left arm with Cremation, as Todoroki, Shigaraki said, so, you are the one that fighted Endeavor that last night, huh? You must be so strong then, as Dabi, surprised by this, as he said, what are you talking about? I didn't fight Endeavor. although I really want to do it. As Shigaraki said, "Are you trying to play dumb with me? I saw what you did on the news." As he turned on the TV showing a footage of a kid that he right now flying with a, purple wings and horns on his head, throwing purple flames everywhere after, the first part is just Cremation, the normal flames, and after that is the part where Izuku got crazy. As Dabi surprised by this saying, "Wait, he's not Endeavor's son?" It's one of two things. Saying this in his mind, saying is one of two things. One, he's just hating Endeavor as much as I. Two, he's not his son at all. As Shigaraki said, "So, what are you saying about this, Dabi?" As Dabi said, "This is not me. Can't you see it? You idiot. It's someone else. Someone I know from a long time." As Shigaraki said, "So, is this kid is your little brother?" As Dabi said, "I doesn't really know if he's my brother or not, but let me just tell you that I can't do the same as he's doing right now. And we really need to get to him to know what's happening with him." As, Shigaraki said, "Well, I would really like him to be on my side. Anyways, welcome to the League of Villains." As, after that, Dabi start thinking to himself about if Izuku was always right and he hating Endeavor as much as he. And also he's quite, rewatching the video that Shigaraki, what showed him, because he just having fun seeing Endeavor on the ground while Izuku's just speaking crazy above his head. As, Dabi chuckling to himself saying, "Maybe he is not that bad." As we cut back into Izuku. Izuku coming out of his room as, he said, "Good morning, everyone." As the fence said, "Oh, good morning, Izuku. Come on, let's eat our breakfast." As Izuku, sitting on the table saying, "So, what about Red X? What has gone with him?" As Red X come from behind saying, "I'm here. I got some information about what's happening with the Midoriya, and I suggest that you doesn't use your flames." As Izuku said, "What do you mean by this?" As, Red X said, "Your flames. In some weird way, your flames start to get their own personality. Looks like your flames are getting, their own consciousness. They really can't speak, but they just able to control you in some weird way. For now, I suggest that you doesn't use it because it will gonna just go crazy against you. Maybe one day you will be able, to talk logical with your flames and control it." As Izuku said, "You want me to talk with my fire?" As Red X said, "I know that sounds crazy, but yeah. Your flames are getting their own consciousness, that's all. And they are getting so strong. So, I suggest that you doesn't use it for a couple of days." As Izuku said, "Well, but we need to find Dabi today." As Red X said, "Then take this." As Red X throwing, to Izuku a sword and a couple, of gadgets. As Izuku said, "Huh, well, those will be useful." As, Red X said, "And I also suggest that you keep those on your hands." As, Red X giving Izuku like a quirk cancelling devices, but not really to capture him, just to like little rings around his hands, to keep his flames under control. As Izuku said, well, looks like I'm not gonna use my flames." As Van said, "Well, I can train you on the sword." As Izuku said, "I would really like that. And maybe we can go in the night." As, Fen and Izuku train on on swords, while Red X is just searching for Dabi. As after that, in the night, everyone gathered together on the top of a building. Izuku right now, wearing his hero outfit, as, not using his flame, but having a sword and a couple of gadgets with him that Red X gave him. As right now they are on the roof. As Red X said, "Well, everyone, my information telling me that Dabi has gone joining the League of Villains. As Izuku said, the League of Villains. As he remember, the incident in the USJ. As Izuku said, let me guess, Shigaraki and Kuriguri. As Red X said, did you gone against them one day? As Izuku said, yeah, me and Finn fighted them one time. We fought against their weird thing that called Nomu. As Finn said, yeah, that thing was strong, but we managed to defeat him in the end. And after that, Red X said, so, you must be, we will gonna need your information about them. And for now, what I know about the League of Villains, they will gonna strike tonight. As at the training camp of UA. We need to get into the training camp before them and to find Dabi and maybe talk with him. We will gonna leave the talk for you, Midoriya, because you're the one that started this. You need to end it by yourself. As Izuku said, I understand. And after that, Red X and everyone starts, leaving into the forest of the Wild Pussycat. And after that, when they finally got, in the training camp, Izuku and everyone just, using the camouflage device that Red X gave them, as they just looking from a couple of trees on the training camp. Izuku, seeing the students just having fun talking as he see Kirishima with everyone. As Izuku said, Kirishima. As Finn said, yo man, I know what's happened between you two, but let's focus on the mission. As Izuku said, right. And after that, they start, jumping away. After that, Izuku and, everyone right now hiding inside, a cave on the top of a cliff. As Red X says, alright everyone, smile, you're gonna get into this area. Well, Finn, you go there, and King Shark, you will be here, and I will gonna be in the, here. Izuku, you should stay here, on the top of the mountain. See around if anything that happening. See if anyone trying to burn anything. See if Dabi is here. All right, as Izuku said, that's a good plan. Red X is like looking down on Izuku right now because he can't use his quirk. And if you're wondering, I doesn't think that I told you about, Red X quirk, which is, something simple. Increase, he is so smart, that's all. He have an intelligent quirk. As, Izuku just sitting on the top of the mountain, just looking left and right. As all of the sudden, he hear a sound from behind saying, "Hero, stupid idiot, that Kirishima guy, he's so annoying." As Izuku, looking behind, he see a kid. As he said, as the kid said, who are you?" As Izuku said, "Shh, calm down, kid." As Kota said, "How are you? Speak." As Izuku said, all right, my name is Midoriya." As Kota said, "And what do you want?" As Izuku said, "I doesn't want anything, I'm just here." As Kota said, "Alright, but who are you?" As Izuku said, "I'm just someone that he doesn't know what to do right now." As Izuku sitting down, and Kota said, "What do you mean by this? Are you a hero?" As Izuku said, "I really doesn't know if I can even become a hero anymore. But don't worry about that. Who are you, kid?" As Kota said, "Why should I speak with you? You're a stranger." As Izuku said, "You already try speaking with me right now, so why don't you just continue?" As Kota said, "Fine, my name is Kota. Now leave." As Izuku said, "What, is this your mountain or something?" As Kota said, "Yeah, I normally come and sit here because..." As Izuku said, "Because what?" As Kota said, "Nothing from your business." As Izuku said, "Hey, come... Hey, I'm sorry if I, make you worry or something. If you doesn't want to speak about it, it's alright. Everyone have their own secrets and everyone have their own pains. But, you need to fight it. You can't just throw yourself into the dark side. You need to always look forward and to see what will gonna happen next instead of just hiding in your shell. As Kota, looking at Izuku hearing this, as he said, "What do you want from me?" As Izuku said, "I doesn't want anything, but when I look at you, I feel like I'm looking in a mirror. You're lost, aren't you? Just like me." As, Kota said, "What's your story?" As Izuku, explaining his story, but not the killing part. As Kota said, "Oh, so you're right now searching on a bad guy that he made people think that you are a villain?" As Izuku said, "Yeah. So, what's your story?" As Kota said, "My father and mother have died on the hand of a villain, leaving me behind." As, he hiding his head behind his arms. As Izuku said, hey, come there. Come down. "Do you really think your mother and father would wanna leave you?" As Kota said, "What do you mean by this?" As Izuku said, "Just think about it. If it wasn't for your father and mother, maybe there was another kid that have another family, has lost his family. Maybe lots of other kids has lost their family if your father and mother wasn't there to help them. I'm sure they didn't want to leave you, but you can't just blame the heroes about this. You need to look forward. What do you think they were gonna tell you if they saw you just crying on the ground? They were gonna tell you to stand up and look forward to life. Your life didn't end yet. In fact, your life is just getting started, so don't waste it." "Alright, Kota?" As Izuku, scratched Kota hat. As Kota said, "Thank you." As Izuku said, "No problem." And after that, Izuku starts seeing flames, flames, to be precise. As he said, "Dabi is here." As Kota said, "What?" And after that, from behind, he hears someone saying, "Oh man, you really have made me show my emotions. I'm very sad for you too. Two little kids has lost everything in their lives. What a tragedy." As Izuku looking behind, he see a guy with a coat on his head and wearing a white mask. As Izuku said, "Who are you?" As the guy said, "You have a nice mask, kid. Do you caring for a trade? They made me wear this stupid mask that I hate." As Izuku said, "Kota, hide behind me." As, the guy said, "Who are you? You seem familiar." As Izuku said, "Who are you? I asked you first." As the guy, take down his mask and his coat to throw it away. As he, revealing himself to be Muscular. As Muscular said, "Now, who should I play with first?" As Izuku said, "How about you fight someone from your size?" As Muscular start laughing, saying, "From my size? Maybe you should look back in the mirror, kid, because you are just half of my size." As Muscular creating muscle fibers around his arms and going to throw a punch at Izuku. Izuku got hold of, Kota and using and bounced away from the hit. As he said, "Are you okay, Kota?" As Kota said, "That guy is the one that killed my mother and father." As Izuku said, "What?" As Muscular said, "What's that kid talking about?" As Izuku said, "Is he the one that killed the water heroes?" As Muscular said, "Oh, you mean the assholes that took my eye? Is that their son? Oh, they took my eye and it was so painful, so it's only fair for me to take their kid life." As he started laughing, saying, "They were easy to kill. Such a stupid heroes trying to save people." As Kota started crying, saying, Why you kill them?" As Izuku said, "Kota, run away." As Kota said, "But," as Izuku said, "Run away right now, Kota." As Kota starts running away, and Muscular said, "Hey, I won't get that. Hey, come here, kid. I'm not done from you." As Muscular tried to jump above Izuku's head, but Izuku, using a grappling hook that Red X gave him, smash, Muscular back into the ground as he said, I am your enemy right now. Now fight me, as Muscular said. Why aren't you using your quirk, kid? Are you quirkless or something? And you think that you can defeat me? How funny. As after that, Izuku taken out his, sword, and Muscular start getting ready to use his, cover himself with muscle fibers as he starts going at Izuku with punches. Izuku dodging the left, a Muscular punch and tried to slash his hand, but he slashed a couple of muscle fibers, but not enough to slash Muscular hand, as Muscular got hold of Izuku head and smash him into the ground, and after that throw him into the air, and he jump after him and give him a kick in his stomach, saying, come on, stand up, I'm having fun here. As after that he got hold of Izuku and spin around and throw him on the wall of the mountain, as Izuku face mask break off as he said, ah, my bones, as Muscular said, oh come on, are you really that weak? As Izuku said, I can't, he's so strong, I need something strong. As Izuku looking at his hand and directly looking at, the quirk canceling device around his arms as he said, I'm talking to you, whoever you are. Give me control. If he killed us, both of us will gonna die. Do you understand this, Flames? As Izuku's tried, taking off the right hand, right hand quirk canceling device, and after that he look at his left hand as Muscular saying, what's wrong? Are you gonna use your quirk or something? I'm gonna wait. Let's show me what you got, kid. As Izuku said, listen to me. Whatever you are, listen to me, or both of us will gonna die. As he, take off his quirk canceling device and his, closing his eyes as purple flames start covering Izuku's body. And after that, Muscular is quite saying, what's wrong with him? And after that, when Izuku opened his eyes, both of his eyes are purple. As Izuku said, with a weird voice, is like two people talking at the same time. As Izuku said, well now, let's show you. We will show you what the real meaning of being burned down is. Now, do you have any last words? As, Muscular smile and said, oh, now you're acting like a badass. But to be honest with you, those flames are cool. Now, come at me. As Muscular going at Izuku to throw a punch, as he throw the punch directly at Izuku, but when he, the smoke clears, he doesn't see Izuku anywhere. He just see his hand in the wall. As he said, what the? And after that, he hear a sound from his left saying, on your left. As he look on his left, he see Izuku looking at his eyes directly. Izuku's so close to him, just looking at him with an empty expression. As Muscular just seeing the flames in his eyes, saying, what the hell is wrong with this kid? As he take his hand out of the wall and start throwing another punch. As Izuku, just flame dash away from the, attack, like turn into flames and dodge the attack. As Muscular said, what the? As Izuku just looking at him from his left. Muscular going left to right at Izuku. Izuku's just like, technically he dashing with his flames, but he's more like teleporting. As in, after a couple of times, Muscular said, that's enough. And after that, Muscular, make more muscle fibers as he throw a punch directly at the ground, shaking the whole mountain. As after that, he start falling because the mountains, start collapsing. And after that, he, jump at the ground saying, that kid must died. And after that, he hear a sound from above saying, are you done? As he see, look behind, surprise, seeing Izuku standing exactly in the same position that the mountain was in before. He didn't even move an inch. As Muscular said, what the hell? What's wrong with this kid? As Izuku, start levitating slowly into the ground as he said, now it's our turn. As he raising his left arm and said, burn. As after that, a fucking 100 meters beam of flames covering half of the wood, covering half of the um the forest, burning a lots of trees and burning Muscular alive. As after that, when the flames stopped, Izuku just seeing in front of him a big crater and just purple flames everywhere. As they see together, we killed him. We doesn't care if you will gonna refuse us. We will gonna burn everything we seize. And the next time that you summon us, no one will gonna stay alive. Now, take a rest. As after that the flames stopped and Izuku fell on his knees saying, damn it, you stupid fire, as he fell unconscious on the ground. And while that was happening, we cut into Finn and Smile, as Finn is just running in the forest trying to see where's the Smile is, as he said, Smile, where are you? As Finn's Smile said, I'm here. And after that, Finn seeing in front of him Smile being smashed left and right by the gnome, as Finn said, do you need help? As Smile said, no, I doesn't out need any help. As after that the gnome will spin around and throw Smile at Finn, as Smile said, I'm controlling the situation 100%. As after that he take his baseball bat and said, now let's send this power back to you, freak. As he immediately throw his baseball bat on the the gnome, blowing his body into parts, throwing blood everywhere. As Smile said, whoa, that now was a hit. As Finn said, we need to find Izuku. He uses purple flames. As Smile said, he must be going crazy right now. Let's go. And after that, they just go while Red X and King Shark are fighting Dobby and Mr. Compress. As King Shark going at Dobby saying, you hurted friend. As Dobby said, god damn it, why can't you die? As Mr. Compress, while he fighting Red X, saying, you're having such a great talent, Red X. Indeed, but I'm scared that we need to leave this fight for later. As Red X said, sorry, but I'm not leaving. As after that, Mr. Compress throwing 4 marbles in front of King Shark and Red X, which is after that he snaps his fingers and the marbles turn into smoke bombs, and when the smoke clears, they doesn't see anyone anywhere. As Red X said, damn it, they run away with Dobby. As King Shark said, Dobby bad, King Shark eat him. As Red X said, no, we need him alive. As King Shark said, he's not a num num. As Red X said, no, he's not a num num, let's go. After that, Smile and Finn come carrying Izuku with them. As Smile said, yo, Red X, Izuku used his flames. As Red X said, did you put his quirk cancelling device again? As Smile said, yeah, we put it, but he's right now unconscious. As Finn said, yeah, and his right eye turned purple too. As Red X said, well, Dobby has run away. This was a failure. And after that, Kirishima and the other, UA student come from the woods, as they say, stop there. As they see, 4 people, 3 people with a monster shark carrying Izuku while he's unconscious. As Kirishima said, is that Midoriya? Leave Izubro alone. As after that, Red X throw a smoke bomb and they just run away. As Kirishima said, damn it, they took him. Why does they want Izubro, and why is what's he even doing here in the first place? We need to tell the others. As all class 1A agreed to that, and they just leave while Izuku and his team go back into the hideout. And this is gonna leave it off, guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment down below, tell me what do you think about this part, and what do you think will gonna happen in the next part. And remember to give a like for my cousin for the great intro that he just made. Well, I have nothing more to say than Severed was here.